Ben Affleck wants another chance with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner.
Ben Affleck is officially and legally single after finalizing his divorce from Jennifer Lopez. Does he want another chance with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner? Ben was spotted giggling and getting handsy with his ex-wife, Jen, as they celebrated their son Samuel's 13th birthday.
Oh my gosh, have you heard the latest buzz? Ben is reportedly hoping for a do-over with Jennifer. According to a source exclusively sharing with Page 6, Ben would love another chance with Jennifer if the timing ever lines up.
Newly divorced Ben Affleck was spotted getting affectionate with ex-wife Jennifer Garner during a paintball outing.
It turns out that despite everything he's been through recently, Ben still holds a little spark for his old flame. Imagine him, freshly single after his messy divorce from Jennifer Lopez, secretly daydreaming about reliving the best parts of his past with Jennifer.
The Gone Girl star was seen affectionately grabbing the actress right around the waist during a paintball outing.
It's like he's caught between nostalgia and reality, wanting to turn back time just enough to give things another shot. Now, while Ben's heart might be whispering, why not? About Jenny Garner, the truth is he knows better. A source explained that Ben is completely focused on his new chapter, juggling work, personal healing, and a fresh start after his recent split. Even though the idea of rekindling old flames sounds super tempting, Ben is also realistic. He understands that now isn't the right time for a reunion. His busy schedule and the emotional baggage he's still unpacking leave little room for a serious restart with Jennifer. It's a bittersweet situation where hope meets practicality. Despite his secret wish for another chance, Ben has shown a lot of respect for Jennifer's current life. Our insiders reveal that he would never try to come between Jennifer and John. Yes, John Miller, Jennifer's on and off boyfriend since 2018. Even though Ben might be holding on to some old feelings, he's all about doing the right thing. He knows that Jennifer is in a good place with John, and that interfering isn't an option. It's like he's saying, I miss what we had, but I respect what you have now. Can you imagine how complicated those emotions must be? Ben and Jennifer were recently spotted at a paintball park in Los Angeles, celebrating their son Samuel's 13th birthday. The two of them, laughing and sharing playful moments on the field, like two old friends reconnecting over a fun day out. It's hard not to notice the chemistry between them as they giggled and joked around while their son was off with his friends. This wasn't a tense or awkward encounter. It was a heartwarming reunion of two people who clearly know how to have a good time together. Their co-parenting bond seems to be stronger than ever, and those moments of genuine laughter are sparking some major gossip. Insiders have been whispering that ever since Ben's divorce from Jennifer Lopez was finalized, and with the recent event in LA, Ben and Jennifer have found themselves leaning on each other more than ever. It appears that life's curveballs have brought them back to what used to be their comfort zone, a close, supportive friendship. They've been making family gatherings and even holiday celebrations a bit more interesting, showing that even after a 10-year marriage, the connection between them can evolve into something truly special. It's like they're rediscovering the joy of their shared history and using it as a foundation for a brighter future for their kids. Rumor has it that while Ben and Jennifer are embracing their revived bond, John Miller isn't exactly thrilled about feeling like a third wheel. Sources hint that John sometimes feels a bit sidelined when Ben shows up at family events or during holidays. It seems that this growing closeness between Ben and Jennifer is stirring up a few extra feelings from John, who's been in the picture since 2018. Imagine being in a situation where you're happy for your partner, but can't help feeling a little left out. Definitely a scenario ripe for some whispered conversations among insiders.
Ben Affleck was caught once again going out with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Catching Ben with Jennifer Garner is kind of wild, guys, because he literally just got out of a relationship with Jennifer Lopez, and then even they were caught together after their breakup. So is Ben trying to double dip with the two Jennies in his life?
It's an incredible story, but it's not like artificial or cheesy or fake.
We know that his true love apparently was Jennifer Lopez.
Lauren, can you bring him down, please?
But He has children with Jennifer Garner, who may be the one that got away for Ben.
I want to thank you for working on our marriage for 10 Christmases.
His emotions may be all over the place. He has two women in his life, one he's getting divorced from, one he's already divorced. And this is just all wild. So Ben, we know he lives a pretty interesting life, both personally and professionally. From his acting career to his highly publicized relationships, he has always found himself in the spotlight. Like, he literally cannot escape it, even if he tried. Recently, Ben, like I mentioned, was spotted with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, and this was at an event in LA alongside his estranged wife, JLo. So JLo was actually at the event too, but they didn't actually get spotted together. JLo was actually at the event and then left, I think, to have dinner with her manager, Benny Medina. And whether they had some type of interaction, Ben and JLo, along with Jennifer Garner, at the event is unclear. But no, he didn't show up with JLo, he showed up with Jennifer Garner. And this appearance, it sparked some renewed interest in his past and present romantic entanglements. People want to know what's going on, especially given how closely connected these women still are to Ben. The recent event saw Ben, Jennifer Garner, and their child Serafina attending a nighttime gathering in Brentwood, LA. And despite being divorced for years now, Ben and Jennifer Garner have maintained a friendly co-parenting relationship. Is there more to that? Maybe. Now, both of them shared 3 children in total. There's Violet, Serafina, like I mentioned, and then there's Samuel. Jennifer's dedication to being a supportive co-parent is also pretty clear. She seems like a really, really great woman. A lot of fans praise her and really think that Ben should actually get back with her. But yeah, I don't think that's happening because she's in a relationship last time I checked. At this particular event, Ben kept things pretty casual with his attire, sporting some jeans and graphic red tee under a maroon Sherpa-lined jacket. Jennifer, always chic, looked casual yet polished in her outfit, and both of them looked pretty comfortable and in good spirits as they spent time with their daughter. Ben's estranged wife, JLo, also attended the same event with her child, M, and some friends. And JLo, as always, she turned a lot of heads in a stylish belted jumpsuit paired with neutral colored pumps. What stood out the most was the sense of calmness and good spirits between both parties, even with their complicated relationship dynamics. This event, by the way, comes just a month after Ben and JLo narrowly missed crossing paths at the same building in LA, and it has people thinking that, are they still intertwined? Does fate still try to bring them back together? I think it's more simple than that. I think they're both A-list celebrities. They hang around similar crowds. They're definitely going to be going to similar events. You just can't help it. It just comes with the territory, and it may include running into your ex 1 or 2 times a week, a month, a year, or on a regular basis at least. Now, I want to talk about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's love story and how it began back in like the early 2000s. Both of them met while working on the 2003 film Daredevil, though they didn't start dating immediately. And at the time, Ben was involved in his highly publicized relationship with JLo, which would later become one of the most talked about romances of the early 2000s. Jennifer Garner and Ben began dating in 2004, and their romance quickly blossomed. They tied the knot in June of 2005 in a private ceremony in the Caribbean with just a few close friends in attendance. And over the years, the couple welcomed 3 children, and from the outside, they appeared to be Hollywood's power couple with a perfect family life. However, their relationship faced its fair share of challenges. Back in 2015, after a decade of marriage, Ben and Jennifer announced their separation, with their divorce finalized in 2018.
What was the hardest thing for you to be honest with yourself about?
that I was going to get divorced.
Despite their split, they continue to prioritize their family, co-parenting their children, and often being seen together at various events. In fact, their close friendship and ability to put their children first have led many to admire their post-divorce relationship. So Ben's whole closeness with Jennifer Garner isn't something that is new. It's just now more highlighted because of his newfound relationship with Jennifer Lopez.
It is every letter and every email that we wrote to each other.
That didn't even last that long this time around. Jennifer Garner, by the way, is linked to businessman John Miller, who's the CEO of Cali Group since 2018. And their relationship, while relatively private, has been pretty steady, and the two are said to be quite serious about each other.
Jennifer Garner and John Miller are going strong.
And sources have reported that now Ben has split from JLo, while Jennifer and John are looking forward to focusing more on their own relationship. Ben's relationship with JLo, it's definitely has had a lot of attention, way more than his relationship with Jennifer Garner. And both of them, they were the ultimate celebrity couple. They got together first in 2002, and Ben and JLo met while filming Jiggly, which is a movie that didn't fare too well at the box office, but gave rise to one of Hollywood's most famous relationships, Benifer. Ben and JLo, affectionately dubbed Benifer by the media, quickly became the center of attention, and their whirlwind romance was documented in the tabloids, and their every move was followed by fans. In 2003, the couple became engaged, with Ben gifting JLo a stunning pink diamond engagement ring. However, just days before their planned wedding in 2004, the two called off the engagement, citing excessive media pressure. And soon after, they went their separate ways, with Ben eventually marrying Jennifer Garner and JLo marrying Mark Anthony, with whom she has twins, Em and Max. Fast forward to 2021, Benifer was back on track. The couple rekindled their romance nearly 2 decades later, and fans were thrilled. They tied the knot in 2002 in a lavish ceremony in Georgia, finally giving their relationship the fairy tale ending that they had once planned. Now, despite their rekindled romance, it wasn't smooth sailing at all, guys. JLo recently filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences as the cause. And their split, though unfortunate, seems amicable, with both parties focusing on their careers and their children. JLo opened up about her divorce from Ben in an interview, stating that the breakup shook her world, but also allowed her to grow. She admitted that she had to learn to be independent again and focus on herself, something she hadn't fully done before. And while the divorce was undoubtedly painful, JLo seemed ready to embrace her new chapter as a single woman once again. Meanwhile, Ben appears to have moved on as well, throwing his energy into his work and fatherhood. Reports indicated that Jennifer Garner has played a role in encouraging him to work on his marriage with JLo, but after the separation, it seems like Ben has refocused his priorities, and Jennifer Garner isn't giving him relationship advice anymore because his marriage and relationship, everything with JLo is just done. No chance of that being rekindled whatsoever. Ben Affleck's relationships have always been the subject of public fascination, whether it was his high-profile romance with JLo, his deep-rooted connection with Jennifer Garner, or his journey toward co-parenting and finding balance, as well as his relationship with many other Hollywood stars over the years. Ben's love life has never been dull. And fans continue to watch. They want to know what's going to happen with Ben Affleck, what's going to happen with Jennifer Garner, what's going to happen with JLo. Like, literally, they can't stay out of the news. Everybody wants to know. But I'm curious to know what your thoughts are about this. What do you think about Ben's romantic history? And are you one of those people who think that he should get back with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner? Clearly, they got something good going on there. But are they a good fit romantically? Well, probably not, even though a lot of fans would love to see them together.
How Jennifer Garner really feels about getting back together with Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck is officially single after finalizing his divorce from Jennifer Lopez. Does he want another chance with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner?
Ben Affleck was spotted getting close with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner during a paintball outing with their son Samuel.
There have been rumors swirling about a possible romantic reunion with Jennifer and Ben. After Ben's divorce with JLo, it's understandable, right? What started this was a paintball outing recently where Ben was embracing Jennifer like she was his high school sweetheart.
When Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck arrived at Combat Paintball facility on Sunday for a day of family fun,
these photos were so romantic. He didn't want to let go. They've always seemed to have such a strong connection and they're fantastic co-parents. But is there any truth to these whispers? They've been caught spending so much time together recently, we can't help but wonder. Ben also looks so happy when he's with Jennifer, but people say when he was with JLo, he looked down 24/7. Now, despite all the speculation, sources close to both Ben and Jennifer are saying a romantic reunion is simply not in the cards. In fact, one source close to Ben called these rumors ridiculous. It seems like while they've maintained a very close friendship, it's firmly within the boundaries of co-parenting. And that co-parenting relationship is really the heart of their dynamic right now. They divorced back in 2018 after separating in 2015, but they've clearly prioritized their children. They've made it a point to be there for their kids, to support them, to create a stable and loving environment. It's truly admirable. It's obvious to anyone who watches them that they have a very healthy co-parenting relationship. So what are Ben Affleck's priorities right now? Well, he's definitely focused on his career. He's directing a new Netflix thriller, which is a major undertaking. And of course, spending quality time with his children remains a top priority. Sources indicate that he's not actively pursuing any romantic relationships at the moment. He's prioritizing his work and family. But we cannot ignore the romantic photos that came out of Ben and Jennifer embracing during a paintball match. They were questionable. People think there are feelings left on both sides. In Jennifer, she's happily in a relationship with John C. Miller, an investment business CEO. Sources close to her say she's very happy and content in her current relationship, and there's no interest in rekindling anything with Ben. Other sources say they have an on and off relationship and that Jennifer will always love Ben, but she was strong enough to leave when he wasn't acting right. Where did all these reunion rumors come from when it comes to Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner? To be honest, they've been spending so much time together and Ben looks happier than ever. It seems that recent family outing like their son Samuel's paintball birthday party have fueled the speculation. It's easy to see how people might misinterpret these moments. They're spending time together, they're laughing, they seem to be having a good time, but according to sources, these are just normal interactions for their co-parenting dynamic. They're working together to create a happy memory for their kids. It's important to remember that just because they're friendly doesn't mean they're romantically involved. It's a testament to their maturity that they can maintain such a healthy relationship post-divorce. It's easy to get caught up in the romance of a possible reunion, especially when it comes to celebrity couples. But it's important to respect their boundaries and accept their decisions. They've both moved on, they're both focused on creating fulfilling lives for themselves and their children, even though they did look mighty cozy during the paintball outing. Ultimately, the message is clear. Ben and Jennifer are probably not getting back together. They're committed to co-parenting and supporting their children. They're both happy in their current relationships. And honestly, isn't that what we want for them? Happiness and stability? It's fantastic that they've been able to maintain this friendship. Ben Affleck is getting very close with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, who is apparently a source of hiccups for the relationship when they were together. Are they going to reconnect? Apparently, she also made a late-night visit to his home. Let's dive in. The relationship with Ben caused a bit of a road bump between Jennifer Garner and her boyfriend John Miller. JLo officially filed for divorce from Ben on August 20th, 2024.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's second shot at love coming to an end.
But stated in the filings that the couple had been separated since April 26th. During that time, Ben had been spending a lot of extra time with the mother of his kids, which some took as a sign of possible reconciliation. Apparently, John Miller was unhappy with how much energy Jennifer Garner was using on her ex. John doesn't like sharing Jen, and there's a divide when it comes to her and Ben, a source told the Daily Mail. Life and Style reported that John Miller was so frustrated that he called it off with Jennifer. He doesn't enjoy competing with her ex-husband for her attention, an insider said. Jen's had so much going on with Ben, it just took a toll, they added. Apparently, Ben had turned to Jennifer Garner for advice and support while he navigated the rocky waters of his failing marriage with Jennifer Lopez. It was not only John Miller, but fans also noticed that Jennifer Garner had been spending a lot of time with her ex. I'm just wondering, when was the last time Jennifer Garner was seen online with her man, a user wrote on X. I've never seen a photo of them together. She's always with Ben, another added. Fans also pointed out that Jennifer having access to Ben's apartment was a sign of their relationship intensifying.
That something is that important that suddenly you're fighting, whatever that is.
Jennifer Garner stopped by Ben Affleck's home for his birthday. It was a low-key affair, as Ben just hung out with family. Jennifer Lopez also stopped by to give him birthday wishes only days before filing the divorce papers. It was likely easier for Jennifer Garner to visit as she had previously been given the security code to enter the apartment.
Jennifer Garner were spotted arriving separately at the actor's rental home.
Other people have to be buzzed in, but not Jen. She can come and go whenever she wants, a source told In Touch. Seeing the former couple be that comfortable was not wholly surprising, as Jennifer Garner and Ben lived together after their divorce. Not only did Jennifer Garner have the code to her ex's bachelor pad, but footage caught her using that to make a late night visit. Some believed she seemed a little tipsy, a detail that was not missed by fans when reports circulated that she and John Miller were having relationship hiccups.
After splitting with Jennifer Lopez, he's been hanging out a lot with his ex. Garner's boyfriend, John Miller, isn't too happy about it either.
I'm surprised John Miller didn't jump Jennifer Garner when he saw this video of her outside Ben Affleck's rental, a user on X commented. In addition to the birthday hang, Ben spent the day with Jennifer Garner on August 20th, 2024, as the parents dropped off their daughter Violet Affleck at Yale University together. This was notable because it wound up being the day that Jennifer Lopez officially filed for divorce from Ben, which was also the 2-year anniversary of their second marriage. Some believe JLo filed the divorce that day as a dig at Ben.
It's official. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have called it quits on their second time at love.
Ben Affleck passionately holds ex-wife Jennifer Garner during outing.
Ben was spotted giggling and getting handsy with his ex-wife Jen as they celebrated their son Samuel's 13th birthday.
Newly divorced Ben Affleck was spotted getting affectionate with ex-wife Jennifer Garner during a paintball outing.
Word on the street is that Ben Affleck, freshly navigating life post-divorce, was spotted having a blast with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, at a local paintball park in Castaic, California.
The Gone Girl star was seen affectionately grabbing the actress right around the waist during a paintball outing.
On the 2nd of March 2025, Ben and Jennifer were seen enjoying a lively day out on the field. Ben, who's been in the news for all the right reasons after wrapping up his divorce, couldn't hide his delight as he playfully wrapped an arm around Jennifer's waist, just as she was zeroing in on a target with her paintball gun.
Newly divorced Benifer was spotted getting handsy with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner during a paintball outing with their son Samuel.
Their affectionate connection was unmistakable. It wasn't a rekindled romance, but rather two longtime pals who've mastered the art of being there for each other when it counts. Witnesses say the pair stuck close throughout the day, laughing, chatting, and even sharing a few inside jokes that only true partners in parenting could have. Their son, Samuel, was off enjoying some friendly competition with his pals, a sign that the whole day was about family fun rather than old flames reuniting. While it wasn't clear whether their older children, Violet and Serafina, were part of the adventure, it's obvious that Ben and Jennifer know how to keep the family spirit alive, even if just for a day of paintball warfare. What makes the paintball outing even more interesting is that sources reveal Ben and Jennifer have been spending more time together lately. After Ben wrapped up his divorce from Jennifer Lopez earlier this month, a breakup that made headlines, he found comfort in returning to a familiar, supportive friendship. Friends close to the duo suggest that the paintball park visit wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. Instead, it was part of an ongoing effort to lean on one another, much like old times when they were happily co-parenting together. It appears that life's unexpected twists have brought them even closer, turning their shared history into a reliable safe haven during turbulent times. Insiders hinted that Ben had recently sought refuge at Jennifer's place after having to evacuate his upscale Pacific Palisades home due to the events that swept through Los Angeles. Can you imagine? Amid such stress and chaos, it seems natural that a person would find comfort in a trusted friend's company. And who better to turn to than someone who has shared so many milestones, both joyful and challenging? As the day went on, Ben's smile was hard to miss. At one point, he even burst into a hearty laugh, clearly enjoying the lighthearted spirit of the day. Jennifer, too, seemed completely at ease, a picture of genuine cheer as she balanced the role of a loving mom and a fun-loving friend. Their laughter echoed around the park, a reminder that sometimes the best relationships evolve into strong, unbreakable friendships. It's only natural that there are a few curious onlookers and even a bit of chatter about why Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner are spending so much time together these days. Well, insiders suggest that after so many years of co-parenting, Ben and Jennifer simply know each other's quirks and comforts like no one else can. Having weathered the storm of their divorce, which was finalized back in 2018, They now seem to appreciate that sometimes leaning on an old friend can be the best way to move forward. Their shared history of laughter, love, and even the occasional tear has paved the way for a friendship that feels more like family. While Ben and Jennifer are the picture of amicability, there's a little subplot involving Jennifer's ongoing romance with businessman John Miller. For nearly 7 years, Garner has been linked with John, but recent whispers claim he might be feeling a tad left out with all the time she spends with Ben. One source playfully revealed that John feels like a third wheel when the two exes are together. It seems that even in the most friendly and supportive relationships, a bit of extra attention can stir up some harmless rivalry.
Ben Affleck isn't known for being happy in Hollywood, which is probably why it's so noticeable when he's this happy with his ex. Let's look into it.
And I would never want my kids to think I would ever say a bad word about their mom.
When Ben Affleck and his ex-wife Jennifer Garner got back together to send their daughter Violet off to college, he was grinning once more. However, in the midst of their marital qualms, his current wife, Jennifer Lopez, was noticeably missing from the important family occasion. Ben appeared content and at ease while having dinner in the Connecticut town of New Haven with Jennifer Garner, Violet, and their child Finn, according to pictures that DailyMail.com has obtained. It's rumored that Violet attends Yale University, a New Haven-based Ivy League institution. Rumors of turmoil in Ben and Lopez's marriage surfaced during the joyous occasion. During the outing, he did not wear his wedding band. Even though JLo and Violet had a strong relationship, she did not attend the milestone event. After having supper outside of South Bay, the four of them had a leisurely stroll around the neighborhood. During the excursion, Ben gave Finn a beaming embrace. As the four gathered on the pavement, Ben, dressed in a button-down, trousers, and Nike trainers, was seen bringing Finn in for a tender hug. Garner, on the other hand, wore trousers, a striped sweater, and stylish black glasses. Before Violet's big day, the four seemed genuinely at ease and content as they enjoyed a warm evening together. Violet, Finn, and Samuel are Garner and Affleck's 3 children. The couple were wed from 2005 till 2018. Early in 2024, Violet graduated from high school, and her mother commemorated the occasion with an emotional Instagram post. The actress appeared to be crying in her Instagram picture as she celebrated her daughter's big achievement. Garner said in the caption of her photo series, "Tell me you have a graduate without telling me you have a graduate." Garner was seen crying in a lot of different scenes on the carousel, including what looked to be Violet's graduation ceremony and a flight.
How are we gonna make it? What are we gonna do?
After being spotted in a photo posted by her high school's Instagram page sporting an Ivy League t-shirt, Violet hinted that she would be attending Yale. According to a flurry of rumors, Affleck and Lopez are heading towards an imminent divorce around the time of the sighting. It is rumored that JLo and Ben are living apart, and as DailyMail.com previously revealed, they have divorce papers ready to be filed at a later time. She recently paid a discreet visit to his home on his birthday. Later that evening, she enjoyed the company of her pals at a Bruno Mars concert held in honor of the opening of the new Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Jennifer visited Ben for his birthday as well, ahead of the Bruno Mars show. Lopez celebrated her own 55th birthday in July without Ben. Ben made headlines in July 2024 when he bought a $20.5 million house in the Pacific Palisades. Prior to that, he was renting a home in Brentwood for $100,000 a month. JLo has been residing in their opulent Beverly Hills property, which is up for sale now at $68 million. Recently, after Affleck had taken his son to the mall, Lopez was also spotted paying a visit to the actor's Brentwood rental house. Lopez didn't even wish Ben a happy birthday on social media, giving the impression that she was snubbing him. She looked stunning in a series of Instagram photos, posing in a Dior dress with glittering details. Standing next to a vintage convertible, JLo paused for pictures that were shot in June while she was at the Hamptons. The couple is moving on separately, according to a source who recently told People that Jennifer Lopez is trying to find a new home to start fresh. Is back at it again with Jennifer Garner. Some people think they're going out again since Ben has been caught driving around with his ex-wife Jennifer Garner.
Despite being divorced for several years, Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck spend more time together during the holiday season.
Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck have been spending more time together this holiday season.
Although divorced in 2018, the exes were spotted driving in Los Angeles after breakfast.
The outing comes just after the co-parents were seen spending Thanksgiving together with their children.
Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck have long been the Hollywood example of an amicable split. Since their divorce in 2018, the pair has managed to maintain a strong and public co-parenting relationship, regularly seen attending events together with their 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel.
Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck spend more time together during the holiday season for the sake of their 3 children.
This time, however, it wasn't a school event or sporting game that brought them together. The former couple was spotted driving through Los Angeles, relaxed and friendly with each other in what seemed to be a casual moment of connecting post-Thanksgiving.
Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck spent Thanksgiving volunteering to feed the homeless.
Quite naturally, fans are quite curious about what this newest sighting says about their relationship. This, of course, is that one time of the year when family comes together, and apparently Garner and Affleck were not exempted. The couple reportedly spent time together through the holiday weekend, very likely in the company of their children. Down-to-earth Jennifer Garner has been talking upholding family traditions even post-separation. The drive through LA seems an extension of that dedication to family. Dressed casually, the two seemed relaxed, as if the bedlam of celebrity life were miles away. This laid-back outing comes in an exceptionally busy year for Ben, who has been in the news for everything from personal to professional reasons, including the end of his marriage to Jennifer Lopez. For many fans, Jen and Ben's reunion serves as a comforting reminder that the family unit can remain intact even after divorce. Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's story has been well documented, from their whirlwind romance in the early 2000s to their publicized struggles as a couple. The two married in 2005, becoming one of Hollywood's most beloved power couples, with their chemistry and family-oriented image endearing them to millions. But behind closed doors, things weren't always so perfect. Affleck's struggles with some of his habits and rumors of infidelity were constant tabloid fodder, with the couple announcing their separation in 2015 and divorcing 3 years later. Despite the personal heartbreak, they have both remained committed to putting their children first. Jen has been vocal about how much work it takes to create a healthy post-divorce dynamic, describing their approach as work that never ends. Ben, for his part, has often praised Jen for her unwavering support during his recovery journey, calling her an amazing mother and a key figure in his personal growth. This is an interesting time for Ben to make such a public outing, whose personal life has been scrutinized since the breakdown of his high-profile romance with Jennifer Lopez. Ben's rekindled relationship with JLo, which culminated in a very public 2022 wedding, seemed to mark a new chapter for the actor. But as the year went on, rumors of tension and lifestyle differences started to creep out, with the couple officially calling it quits for the second time in 2024. In the wake of these events, the connection between Ben and Jennifer Garner seems especially noteworthy. Granted, their shared moments have been about co-parenting consistently, but the consistency does hint at a relationship based on trust and mutual respect, which I would argue are the two biggest contributors in a respectful relationship. Since the breakup, Jennifer Garner has mostly remained behind the curtains of her personal life, a self-proclaimed private celebrity who emphasizes family above everything. She handles the challenges thrown up by her children growing up in Hollywood with so much poise. The moment news of Jen and Ben's post-Thanksgiving outing hit the internet, fans had a lot to say. Many celebrated the couple's commitment to their family, using them as the prime example of how divorced couples can make a healthy environment for their kids. Others, however, couldn't help but speculate about the nature of their relationship. From hopeful comments about a reconciliation to admiration for how they have handled their divorce with dignity, posts flooded social media. "This is what mature co-parenting looks like," one fan wrote. "But let's be real, they still look so good together," another quipped. "I don't care what anyone says, in my heart they're still Ben and Jen 1.0. The overwhelming sentiment was one of support, with fans applauding both Garner and Affleck for their ability to maintain a bond that puts the kids first and leaves the drama well and truly behind. For years, Jennifer Garner has been credited as a much-needed stabilizing force in the life of Mr. Affleck. Everything from his struggles with his habits to the rigors of leading man celebrity, Jennifer Garner has remained a steadying presence through it all, even when they veered off in different personal directions. Ben has spoken candidly about the impact Jennifer Garner has had on him, often describing her as one who brings out his best qualities. Their joint appearances, whether at a child's soccer game or during a casual drive, presume much about the level of respect and care that still exists between them. And as the fans look back, they know this connection goes far beyond co-parenting. It's a testimony to a commitment made together in seeing them through the darkest depths of divorce while still putting their family first. Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's post-Thanksgiving outing wasn't the only time they spent together this holiday season. According to reports, the former couple spent Thanksgiving as a family along with their 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel. Though details of their gathering were private, their presence at the Midnight Mission's annual Thanksgiving event gave fans a glimpse of their commitment to raising thoughtful, compassionate kids. Casual and all, they were seen doling out meals to needy people as a way to experience the holiday in a meaningful manner that reflected their shared values. These moments not only underlined their commitment to being good parents, but also how they both work together to provide a sense of normalcy and stability for their children. As the holiday season progresses, it would appear that Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck are focusing on being a family. Sources close to them say that Jennifer Garner has asked Ben Affleck to join the family's Christmas celebration, the surest sign of what they've accomplished since they split. Even as they spend time together, both Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck are delving into new chapters in their personal lives. Jen has been low-key dating businessman John Miller for a couple of years now. Though the relationship has largely remained under wraps, it is believed that Jennifer Garner is happy with her partnership with Miller. His support for her family-oriented approach has let Jen keep a healthy co-parenting relationship with Ben Affleck, balancing her current relationship with her past one. But by contrast, Ben's recent breakup with Jennifer Lopez has been decidedly more public. Following their 2021 romantic reunion and their 2022 wedding, Ben and JLo's whirlwind romance came to an end in 2024 with a divorce. Differences in lifestyle and priorities, among other factors, purportedly contributed to the couple's separation, which means Ben Affleck is again dealing with a very public breakup. On the other hand, he has remained consistent with Jennifer Garner, from attending their children's school functions to spending time on family outings. Their bond still exudes respect and trust for each other. Of course, every time Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck are seen together, social media lights up with comments, and that was no exception. Clearly, fans couldn't get over the fact that the two used to be one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. Them being together again just makes me so happy, wrote one Instagram user on a fan account. They've been through so much, but they still come together for their kids. Some couldn't help but speculate, with posts musing if the sighting hinted at more than co-parenting. I don't care what anyone says, these two belong together, tweeted one fan, reflecting the internet's enduring fascination with the possibility of a rekindled romance, which Ben doesn't have much luck with. History shows. While most comments praise their ability to co-parent gracefully, the nostalgia for Ben and Jen 1.0 remains strong among fans, whether it's a longing for simple times or admiration for how they've handled their relationship post-divorce. Garner and Affleck's dynamic continues to captivate. Ben Affleck is finally free from the old ball and chain, and he's looking mighty happy while visiting his ex, Jennifer Garner, since the divorce. Let's get into it, guys. Ben Affleck appeared in good spirits as he deboarded a private jet with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, just hours before Jennifer Lopez officially filed for divorce.
You don't need to worry about Ben, let me just tell you.
Ben and Jennifer Garner were seen arriving in Los Angeles recently after a trip to New Haven, Connecticut, where they dropped off their eldest daughter, Violet, at Yale University. Ben Affleck, who was noticeably without his wedding dress, was dressed casually in a light blue button-up shirt paired with black slacks. He carried a leather duffel bag, smiling as he made his way down the steps of the plane. Garner, who followed closely behind, wore a relaxed ensemble consisting of a black t-shirt and green cargo pants, completing her look with a backpack slung over her shoulder. Accompanying the former couple was their 15-year-old daughter, Serafina, who proudly sported a Yale sweatshirt, signaling her excitement for her sister's new chapter. There's a good chance that they are getting back together, seeing as Ben's been hanging around her more and more in the lead up to the divorce, and when you look at it, it almost seems like the only times he's smiling is is when he's with his ex or the kids he had with his ex. I think it's safe to say that Ben and Jen Garner are gonna wait a few weeks, maybe a month, until the divorce talk is over and then secretly get back together. Might make Violet's Yale enrollment in first year a bit more to handle, what with her dad coming back into her life, so they might wait a little longer too for Violet to get situated. Once on the tarmac, the family of three quickly made their way to Affleck's sleek matte black BMW, with Garner taking the front passenger seat. The group then drove off together, possibly heading to their next destination within the sprawling city. Just a few hours after the entertainment world was rocked by the news that Lopez had filed for divorce from Benny. According to court documents obtained by Page 6, the pop icon listed April 26th as the official date of separation, notably coinciding with the second anniversary of their lavish Georgia wedding ceremony. The documents also revealed that the couple, who had rekindled their romance in 2021 after breaking off their first engagement nearly 2 decades earlier, had not signed a prenuptial agreement. Lopez requested that the judge waive any spousal support, signaling a clean break from their high-profile union. The decision to divorce, while sudden to the public, had been a long time coming, according to sources close to the couple. They've turned the page on all the unfinished business of 20+ years ago. They've seen things through to the end, and they know for sure now that they are not built for the long haul. Insiders previously told Page 6. Those familiar with the situation have shared that Affleck, Lopez, and their blended family of 5 children are ready to move forward with their lives. Rumors of a split between the A-list pair had been circulating for months, with Affleck notably absent from several key public appearances, including the Met Gala in May 2024, where Lopez walked the red carpet solo. May 2024 was a pivotal month for the couple, as it marked the beginning of what seemed to be a more permanent separation. Affleck moved out of the Beverly Hills mansion he shared with JLo, and was frequently spotted without his wedding ring, further fueling speculation. The couple's divergent paths became more apparent over the summer of 2024, as Lopez spent significant time traveling across Europe and the Hamptons, while Affleck remained close to home in Los Angeles, focusing on his children. Their split became even more evident when the pair spent what would have been their first Las Vegas wedding anniversary apart in July, leading to heightened rumors and speculation about the status of their marriage. Despite this separation, Lopez has maintained a connection with Affleck's children, indicating that she continues to value her role in their lives even as her marriage to their father comes to an end. The decision to part ways, though challenging, appears to be a mutual step towards allowing both stars to move on to new chapters in their respective lives. As of now, neither Affleck nor Lopez has made a public statement regarding the divorce, leaving fans and the media to piece together the narrative from the signs that have emerged over the past few months. Affleck, who shared 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel, with Jennifer Garner, and Lopez, who has twins Max and Em with her ex-husband Mark Anthony, have both emphasized the importance of family throughout their careers. As they navigate this transition, their focus will likely remain on co-parenting and ensuring that their children are supported during this time of change. Ben and Jenny didn't sign a prenup when getting back together, and this might have been because, given that Affleck and Lopez rekindled their romance after 2 decades, and after both had been through previous marriages, they may have felt confident in their relationship's strength. Not signing a prenup could have been a symbolic gesture of trust and commitment, reflecting their belief that their relationship would last and that they didn't need legal protections in place. Ben has been with JLo for a while, but after everything that went on in the greatest love story never told, he's probably missing his ex. Here's why Ben Affleck regrets divorcing Jennifer Garner.
You really can't. So much of
More Jennifers than most have entangled Ben Affleck, and none of their romances have quite resulted in the happily ever after that he was presumably looking for. Fans were left more perplexed than ever by his on-again, off-again relationship with Jennifer Lopez, which had not 1 but 2 chances before imploding once more and ending in divorce. The other Jennifer, the one who still hurts the most, is Jennifer Garner. Affleck has stated unequivocally that all of his well-publicized breakups, the one with Garner is the one that haunts him the most. And the vision that was planted. He says that he is only responsible for himself. The first Jennifer, JLo, has an interesting story with Ben.
It seemed like a fairy tale, but it really wasn't.
The narrative of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's romance had been told for decades and has included numerous films, hundreds of scandalous tabloid articles, and even 2 failed engagements.
I'm engaged!
The two movie stars were one of the most attractive pairs to watch in the early 2000s.
This is my wife. This is the belligerent nurse that's been being so difficult with me. Miss John.
They eventually gained the moniker Benifer and dazzled their millions of devoted fans with their star power and red carpet appearances. But when they finally called it quits in 2004, they shocked fans everywhere by announcing they weren't meant to be. Fans were thrilled when the duo, who had split up with their previous spouses, got back together almost 2 decades later. However, despite another engagement, an unexpected wedding in Las Vegas, and a shared residence in Los Angeles, Benifer called it quits once again in 2024, and JLo filed for divorce.
It's such a meta story, right?
This couple is struggling to make a name for themselves in the world of Hollywood, even though a lot of people are cheering for them to ride off into the sunset together in Los Angeles. Many have hypothesized that Affleck's low-key lifestyle may not have been able to withstand the JLo effect, which refers to her capacity to greatly influence pop culture and only get better with age.
Standing just a little too close to me. You're saying not quite enough.
So back to Jennifer Garner. Meeting on the set of Pearl Harbor back in 2001, Affleck and Garner got back together for Daredevil 2 years later. However, they didn't start dating until 2004, and by 2005 they were hitched. 3 children, Violet, Serafina, and Samuel, were born into their family throughout the ensuing 10 years. Then, right after hitting their 10th wedding anniversary, they blindsided fans with a joint breakup statement. After much thought and careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to divorce. We go forward with love and friendship for one another and a commitment to co-parenting our children, whose privacy we ask to be respected during this difficult time. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner have maintained an incredibly cordial relationship throughout their divorce, co-parenting like pros while Affleck went on and finally got married again. But in typical Affleck manner, he knows he's the one who ruined it all, which is why he still regrets how things ended with Garner to this day. Not because he still feels something for her, it rarely works out well when Ben Affleck marries a lady his friends detest. According to sources OK Magazine, his best friend Matt Damon never liked Jennifer Garner, with one insider claiming Damon told Affleck that if his wife just loosened up a bit, things could have been different. Matt believes Ben's marriage was in shambles before the nanny. There was too much anger there. Damon wasn't pushing for Ben to end it, but he knows Ben will be happier with another woman. There are other of Affleck's friends that supposedly didn't get along with Ben's wife besides Damon. Kevin Smith said to Yahoo Movies in July 2014 that Garner had essentially destroyed his friendship with Affleck. "We're not tight. I have not been close with him in decades," he griped. "That's old Ben. He's got a wife that don't care for me at all." In addition, Kevin Smith stated that same month at a Silent Bob Speaks tour stop via the New York Daily News, "Jennifer does not share the same sense of humor as me. She did not like any of my jokes. I was picking on Ben Affleck, making fun of him because I've known him for a really long time, and Jennifer goes, you know, if you keep saying stuff about him, I'm going to kick your bleep." She has a really girly sense of humor and didn't understand that I was kidding. TMZ said that Ben Affleck's gambling habit was a major contributing factor in the breakup. According to TMZ, Affleck was indeed barred from the Hard Rock Casino in Las Vegas in May 2014 for reportedly counting cards when playing blackjack. Over the years, he supposedly made a sizable fortune playing blackjack. He even reportedly won $800,000 in a single night.
He said something that he regrets. He said
However, Affleck denied being a compulsive gambler and said he's technically not banned from the casino as a whole, noting to details via People, "That's all bull. I wish I could say they were afraid of me in every capacity, but they only said no blackjack." In his speech of congratulations too, following Argo's Best Picture triumph, Ben Affleck expressed gratitude to his current spouse for working on their marriage for 10 Christmases.
I want to thank you for working on our marriage for 10 Christmases.
Whoa, the way that was worded sounds awful, even if it was intended as a compliment. How about, "Thank you, honey, for your support. I love you so much." Or even, "I couldn't have done this without you by my side." That would have sounded much better. And then while Ben Affleck was filming The Town, 2009,
"Okay. Just having a bad week.
I like to have a good...
A source informed In Touch Weekly he hit on Blake Lively, but she was not interested at all. There are rumors that he also gushed about Lively in interviews. Jennifer Garner, who co-starred with Affleck on Gossip Girl, may not have been the only one to be concerned about him. While Affleck was filming Gone Girl in 2014, a source informed the National Enquirer Jen was so worried about Ben and Emily Ratajkowski that she asked her pal Neil Patrick Harris to keep an eye on them while on set. If Ben Affleck hadn't allowed his drinking to ruin his marriage, he and Jennifer Garner may still be together. In a 2021 interview with Howard Stern, Affleck acknowledged feeling trapped in their relationship, which caused significant anger, but in reality he was just trying to express how lonely he was. He had a marriage that didn't work. This happens. It was somebody I love and respect, but to whom I shouldn't be married any longer, he said.
We had a marriage that didn't work. This happens. There's somebody I love and respect.
What I did was I drank a bottle of scotch and fell asleep on the couch, which turned out not to be the solution. Affleck went into further detail in an interview with the New York Times about how much he regrets not doing better in marriage. The biggest regret of my life is this divorce, he said, acknowledging that as his drinking spiraled, so did their relationship. Shame is really toxic. There is no positive byproduct of shame. It's just stewing in a toxic, hideous feeling of low self-worth and self-loathing. In addition, Ben acknowledged that splitting up was never in his cards during a conversation with Diane Sawyer. I didn't want to get divorced. I didn't want to be a divorced person. I really didn't want to be a split family with my children, he confessed. And it upset me because it meant I wasn't who I thought I was. Fortunately, the two have reached a stable position where they co-parent their 3 children while being close friends. Affleck made it pretty clear in the note he wrote for Garner that she will always be someone he holds dear. Thank you. Thank you for being thoughtful, considerate, responsible, and a great mom and person.